No.
Paige, come on.
I was gonna give it a couple seconds.
No.
I do that millennial pause. That's the thing, right?
Millennial pause. What is that?
It's a whole
I'm more of a Gen Z pause.
The new constructs.
I know.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed that the constructs, like some of them are super domey and some of them are flat?
Yes.
I noticed that.
Because I had to pick up one of each because I like domey discs, so the domey one I'm really excited to throw, but we got like 12 inches of snow, so I haven't been able to throw it.
It's like backwards because on the East Coast it's like 70 degrees today, but we get the snow this weekend.
Okay.
Bullshit. We just got like 5 inches today.
It's 70 degrees here in Maryland. Yesterday it was hailing.
Are we live, y'all?
Yeah, we are live.
This is
We're
we let people filter in while we talk some ish because this part gets cut
Beautiful.
out.
We're gonna
And then I'll
add a
give us
weather
stuff.
segment later.
Exactly, right? We're gonna have a green screen pop up, be like, all right, Portland, Oregon to Maine. Let's see what the weather
Lurch
looks
in
like.
front of a green screen, just like here is weather.
In his plaid suit.
The plaid just disappears. Just
Right.
It's just his head.
You need
Just
a
his
green and like black plaid suit, so you just have black stripes.
Yeah, perfect.
But you're just covered in black squares.
Hey, hi, Alex.
Ooh.
All right.
Hi.
Well,
Hey,
I
there's
can
another
see
cookie.
our YouTube is starting to pick up, as well as Facebook user chiming in as usual. So let us get started. What is up, everybody? We have a special Jammers in the Rough this week for you. So I'll go through quick introductions without our lovely nicknames. You got me, you got Cody, you got Josh. But right now, this week, we're focusing on the TSA takeover of our page. So did you guys want to take this a little bit of time and introduce yourselves?
No doubt.
Start with you, Alex.
Sure. My name's Lurch. I'm just kidding. I'm Alex Stone. Thanks for having me on again, gang. I run everything west of the Mississippi. That's Central West, and super geek to be back here doing this.
Lurch?
Heyo! I'm Lurch. I'm the East Coast captain of TSA. Everything from Maine to Florida and to the Mississippi. And I'm having a great hair day.
That's a wonderful hair day. All right, Jerry.
All right. I am Jerry Ann. I am the only captain in all of Canada. So, hashtag maple syrup.
Good old Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Canada. Our neighbors to the north, and of course, Jammers in the Rough covers everything north of Mexico. Since we're talking like maps and stuff, like
Why are we excluding Mexico?
we just don't have
We're
any
not.
followers there yet. We just
He
don't
just
have
said
them.
north of Mexico. That's rude.
That's 100% of our clientele right now.
We're international, buddy.
We are. We got Europe and we got Canada now. So
It's Canada.
that's what I said.
No,
I
you don't
had
say
to
it
correct
right.
that.
I cannot
I
listen to
correct
Paige
that
say
time.
Canada anymore. I just can't.
Oh,
You say it with like
Canada.
a T. It's
Canada.
weird. Yeah, like that.
Canada.
Yeah.
Hey, that's as the Aboriginals say it.
And all right,
No, that's not how we. No, they say it with
It's
a
a
K
BC
and a
thing.
T.
It's a BC thing.
I want to let everyone know in the chat that there might be some technical difficulties, and if all of a sudden we black out for a second, we'll be back in
Which
It's
is
maybe
fine.
100%
60
Josh's
seconds.
fault.
100%
If that happens,
my
I'm
fault.
taking another muscle relaxer and I'm singing this time.
All
Well,
right,
Josh,
Josh, kill the feed.
our detective
Wow.
daddy narc.
Daddy Narc. In the
I thought it was
middle.
Detective Daddy Mark.
That's
I'll
what I
take
just
it.
Yeah, I shortened it. But we
All
are
right.
here to announce the Thought Space Ambassador 2023 team. So we can start if you want to talk about who you're picking and why you picked them. We'll start with
Well,
Alex.
Before we get to the 15 who was accepted, let's go over the whole extensive 375 of people that we denied. Let's go down that list and be like exactly why we denied them. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
that's not even.
I like that.
nice.
I like that.
I don't like
This
that
would
at
get
all.
ugly fast.
Oh,
Oh, should I tell him my favorite reason?
Yeah, Lurch, be the mean guy.
So we had a form, and on the form we asked you to fill out your state or your province with abbreviations. And if you did not abbreviate your state, cut.
I like it. Easy
That's
cuts.
solid.
Easy cuts like that.
That was an easy one.
We had a cake or pie question, and if you chose cake, you were just sliced.
We're actually
yeah.
one for one
We're a
research.
pie crew.
We did Return of the King and Return of the Jedi.
Ah,
Mhm.
Yeah. If you picked King, sorry, you were wrong. We also had who shot first, Han or Greedo.
It was
We're
obviously
gonna-
Han.
the
Obviously.
Stanley the
Okay,
Stanley
just making
edit.
sure we're on the same page here. Now I'm thinking, did I write Maryland or MD? I don't know.
You'll never know.
I'm doubting myself.
Anybody whose heart like sank when they heard that, I feel for you.
But also, Lurch is lying.
Am I?
I hope you are.
I don't think he is.
I don't know. We did. We, you know what?
He is.
To be honest with you, we all took a crack at picking people and narrowing it down. So if you're from Lurch's area and you didn't make the cut, and he doesn't know why you didn't make the cut, it's probably because when I was going through it, you got eliminated there. And same with Alex, and same with me. So a lot of people I know are going to be disappointed that they didn't make it on the team. And don't blame the captain that runs your area. It could be one of us that did it too. So.
Unless you're from Canada, then just blame Jerry.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
They only have one
Just
captain
like
up there.
us backing up over me right now. Thanks, Lurch.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, if you're from Canada and you root for the Maple Leafs, the Canadians, the Canucks, the Flames, Winnipeg, who else am I missing?
Oilers.
I hate you,
Oilers.
Mangy Coyote.
Is that like
You know-
Canadian
you know-
bad mouthing? What did you just say?
She's even
I
I
nice
just
when she
got
does it.
outed. I just got outed. Like my friend
Outed.
just outed me.
Let's say the Canadian said the H word, hate, on live air.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There, I said the Canadian word.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
So do you guys want to do? How do you guys want it? All 5 at a time, or should like each of us say one and like
Ooh.
build?
Build up the anticipation. Oh,
Builds
I like
I
that.
like it. I like
Okay,
it.
how about we go back and forth between Alex and Lurch, and then I just list my 5 at the end.
No, I don't
Whatever.
like that.
Preferential treatment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, are some people going to get surprised? Like, do the people know or already? Or are they going to find out now?
I don't think anybody has a clue.
That is
Nobody
all.
from
wrong.
my team knows.
You got to tune in, people, if you want to know.
And if
That's
you
what
don't
I
tune
said.
my
in,
Canadian team knows.
roster
Wow,
number
way
6
to
gets
spoil
pushed up
it.
if you don't tune in.
Wow. So there's going to be some heartbreak and there's going to be some excitement.
Correct. And it's entirely possible that somebody's name, who I suppose Lurch or I name, will hit us up and be like, dude, what? Like, I don't want to do it. And I'll say, why did you apply? But it's possible that, I'm not sure. I
You
don't.
just have like Gannon Burr on the phone, like, "Hey, Gannon, you got picked up on the team."
Oh, that'd be such a
Oh,
surprise.
too soon. Too soon, bro.
He just rips off a Prodigy hat and there's TSA underneath.
Just does the Hulk Hogan.
Right?
That would be fantastic.
Ugh.
But I like the alternating between the 3 of you announcing it. Build some suspense.
Heck yeah.
So
Sure.
if you want to start, Alex, and then if you want to say who you picked and like the reasons behind it, or however you want to do it.
Sure. Certainly. My first pick is a gentleman by the name of James Elins. James Elins reps Minnesota, also spends time in the West. Homie's going all over the place. He and I were actually in conversation about team last year when I kind of laid out the couple of things that we needed to see from him, why it wasn't the right time last year. But year over year, this guy's absolutely gone above and beyond everything that we expect our ambassadors to do. He's kind of living it already, has been living it. He's a fantastic disc golfer, fantastic human being, one of the nicest people I've ever met. So I'm super happy to welcome James to the team.
Nice. Congrats. Congrats,
Yes.
James.
Go James.
We'll save
You've
the applause
practiced
till
this,
the end.
Alex.
What?
You've practiced this.
No, I didn't.
Baby.
Yeah.
I had a job interview today, like I said, so like I guess I'm just still on my toes.
Right? On point.
I guess that's me then, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. All right. I am not the best with names, so I'm probably gonna slaughter this guy's name and everybody after this. My first pick is out of Asheville, North Carolina. It's a gentleman by the name of Tin Acard, Icard. I was really impressed with his social media. The kid is an absolute stud. What really stood out to me was he went to the AM World Championships and ended up in 13th. I think this is going to be a good exposure for us in the company with AM Worlds, as he's going to try to place in top 5. And he told me that he wants to work on working with doing more clinics, getting more out there, and spreading out the brand. And I think with that, he would be a great selection for the team.
Awesome.
I
Right
was
on.
really
Congrats.
hoping Lurch said, I don't know how to pronounce it. And it was like John Smith or something. Like, I don't know how to say this name.
Yeah,
John
The bar is
Juwan
low for Lurch.
Smith.
yeah. Smith. It's Canadian.
Listen, guys, I can't read. All right.
We know.
That's right, Lurch. Join me in the mispronouncing everybody's name on live coverage on a weekly basis, and that's just be us. Like, how do you say this name? Let's go down the list.
Manny still doesn't like you.
Oh, Manny
But he
hates me
can
with
say
it.
Canada.
I can say Canada.
Oh,
I practice. Maria
Please stop. Just-
Oliva. Maria
Alex,
Oliva.
go. Stop him from talking, please.
Sorry? Oh,
Stop
right.
from talking. Just continue.
Sure. With the second pick of the Central West 2023 Elevation Ambassador Draft, the Team Stone, Team Central West out of the Pacific Northwest chooses Daisy James. Daisy's a great lady disc
Daisy's
golfer.
amazing. Sorry.
Yeah, she's got so much going on. I'd probably start rambling before I could get into all of it, but clearly her name's known. She can crush, she can ball, and we're super excited to have another lady joining us on the West Side.
Heck yeah,
That's so
congrats.
professional.
That's awesome.
Daisy.
So professional.
All right. In the second round of the class of 2023, the East Coast team selects Olivia Martin from Manchester, New Hampshire, as our girl pick for the East Coast. Olivia is a girlfriend of a buddy of mine by the name of Cody White. Cody White hails from the Topo area.
Is something happening?
I'm getting some feedback. I don't know.
No, I
Yep,
think these are words
that's
that
in
Lurch
my
hasn't
place.
said yet.
I was like, I'm just.
I didn't know if he
Listen
was
to what
like
you're listening
stuck
to.
on something or if someone
I'm
was
sorry,
talking to him.
guys.
He was like,
Arlen's just in the background,
Yep.
just listening, like
And he had
with
no
a 5-second
clue.
delay. So Olivia Martin is from New Hampshire. She was my first pick from New England. She is a buddy's girlfriend of mine, Cody White, out of the Topo area. She is quickly becoming a name in New Hampshire. Not only is she running events and running clinics, but she's starting to TD and being a part of her community, and I think she'll be a great addition.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Jerry, you are so classy right now.
is she drinking out of a champagne flute?
Has a
Yes.
towel on hand.
Oh, Alex, I see what you're doing there. I got you. I got you.
I got marbles in my mouth right now. Are we really bouncing this back
So
to me,
many
or is Jerry
negative
gonna
things
go?
come to my mind right now. What's in your mouth again?
And
Marbles.
there it is. And there it is.
And that's the
the
way the
question of the
cookie
day.
crumbles.
Bruce Almighty.
Let me get us back on track here. With the third pick in the 2023 Ambassador West Central Draft, I'd like to welcome Hunter Paddock. Hunter Paddock's out of Texas. Another fantastic dude. You've probably played on card with him. He plays a ton of tournaments. He's a great golfer. He's got an aspiring YouTube channel that I can't wait to pump up here. Hell of a guy. Oops. and super grateful to welcome Hunter to the team. And for anybody who's wondering, it's not just because he pulled my bis out of a lake, but I do appreciate that.
No, that's 100% it. It's like, I'm going to get you back one day. And he's just like, don't worry about it. And you're just like, saw his application. You're like, now's my moment to get this guy back.
He's calling in that favor.
That one favor.
Congrats, Hunter.
So that's going to be back for me. Round 3. Let's go. Round 3. Class of 2023. East Coast
We can barely hear you. We can
Is he
barely hear you
talking to
right
like
now.
a cup with a string?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, your mic went out.
like gone.
He just wants suspense. Like number 3, they gotta really listen.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah,
Ah.
there you go.
All right. Round 3. Class East Coast. Another name I'm definitely going to slaughter. This gentleman is from Central South Carolina. Tyler Turnmayer.
You don't sound
also
too sure.
Also goes by the name of Treetop, which definitely won me over because I totally love nicknames. He definitely,
Top.
yeah, right. Like, how can I not love another tall guy on my team? This gentleman hails from South Carolina, and I just really love his application all over.
Heck yeah.
Neat.
Congrats. All right.
That's all.
That's it. That's it.
That's the name.
He gets straight to the point.
You're
Butcher
I
because
didn't
your
practice-
name is
says
cool.
why, and he's out.
I didn't practice my speeches like Alex, so.
I knew
I'll
you
help you.
didn't.
Right on. We'd like to welcome Treetop Turnmeyer to the team.
Woo woo.
Wait, there's another treetop?
No, that was just me like helping Lurch's
catch
laugh
up.
would not be terrible.
You're transcribing for him. I get it. He's an interpreter.
Sure.
He speaks.
He needs
Lurch.
Should we I feel like we might like want to build a little bit more suspense before we do these last few names.
Do you want me to
Yeah.
go
I
through
think-
some of mine?
Yeah,
I think
sure.
we should say one more, and then we should wait for our last picks.
Yes.
I thought I was done.
So, do you want me to run through 1 through 4 then?
Oh, I'm not
Sure.
done.
Because, Canadians.
Yeah.
Just
Let's
for
do
our
it.
followers, we're reaching the Canada segment, so if you need to step away, now's the time.
Get your
If you
wee
gotta-
drinks.
Go ahead, Jerry.
All right. So, my first pick, because I got to pick the girl first. I'm going with Alicia Hums. She's from Sudbury, Ontario. She is crush on the course. She has played in 14 PDGA events and has won 5 in the FPO division alone. She is gonna be the next FPO Pro Tour in TSA team. You heard it here first. It's gonna happen. So it's gonna start on my team. So she's gonna start as the ambassador, and you watch her fly through her career. It's gonna be awesome. She is paving the way for the female division across Canada, but she's starting it in Sudbury, Ontario. And yeah, I am stoked to have her on the team. She is awesome.
Clearly, you didn't practice.
I didn't need to. I knew my team.
Wait, you're matching. Mm.
Oh, so I get to pick number 2, right? All right. So, fresh from the streets of Winnipeg, we got Jonathan Villaverde. Jonathan's awesome. He's MA2 player. We gotta grow the sport. We gotta start with all the different divisions, right? So he's killing it. He's our social media guy. This guy is doing like YouTube channels. If you don't know who he is, you gotta check out his Instagram because he is hilarious. He is absolutely amazing, very positive, very fun guy. He is killing it out there. He started doing some like interviews with tournament directors in Canada. So like he's kind of introducing an element of the sport that a lot of people don't really know. Why is everyone laughing?
I'm still
Not
trying to figure
you.
out if you're like fresh off the streets.
Oh, sorry. It's Winnipeg.
great.
You don't know
No, that's
Winnipeg.
great.
I'm going to tell you.
No, you're
The
doing great.
streets are
Love it.
deadly out there.
I'm just reading chat. Like people are keeping track of Alex's hat changes.
What the hell, Paige?
Oh, what?
I don't even have 4.
Just killing it.
Just say anything.
Oh, I was just saying, like, you asked me why I was laughing. I was like, paying attention to chat. They're on it.
I'm just
Oh,
trying to imagine
I
like
noticed
Canadians
things. I
Paige is
noticed.
the
like
worst.
broken maple syrup bottles just fighting in the streets.
Sorry for answering your question, Jerry.
All right. My third pick, number 3. This is where you guys are going to laugh. He's got the name of a pro that we all
Okay.
know in the TSA realm, but he is
John
going to be
Smith.
representing the maple syrup bottles up here. His name is Matt Bell.
Hey.
Yeah. So he's
Have
coming
Matt
from.
Bell.
Hmm?
We already have a Matt Bell.
Yep, we got 2. We got Canadian now.
You can't
eat
do
it.
that. You can't do that.
Matt Bell from
Look.
Wish.com. Got
They get confused anyways. They both get tagged in other people's stuff. It's crazy.
How does he
Why
spell
not?
Matt Bell?
So let me explain him. Okay, he's from
Okay,
Lethbridge,
ready.
Alberta, and he is the president of the Lethbridge Disc Golf Association. He's killing it in the community. He's growing the sport amazingly. The one thing that really stood out in his interview is that he helped organize a tournament for senior citizens. That's pretty awesome because although I think, we got to grow the sport in juniors, we can't forget the seniors. They deserve some love too.
Love
Was
it.
it sponsored by Ben Gay?
No, you are.
No,
Did you
that's
just
not
have a disc delivered? Did you just have a disc delivered to your door?
Maybe, or my dog just was whining at the door. But I mean, I could deliver. Just
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
you
that's-
delivered. Let's see.
That's
Let's see.
really neat.
Don't
Yeah,
hide
bring
that.
him
Come
back.
back. Come
No,
back.
come back. Your dog can
Come
wait.
back.
he's
He'll be okay.
Go.
So just outside.
Oh God.
What, this thing?
Yeah, what is that? Is that Rare Air? Shout out
Oh
Rare
yeah,
Air.
Rare Air Pathfinder. Look at this thing.
Rare Air Perfender.
Rare.
I got the construct to go with it. The Hulk
Dang.
color.
Heck yeah.
Is that Construct Domi?
It's actually fairly flat.
We're gonna give a Rare Air shout out real quick.
Rare
And look
Air.
at this thing, dude.
Ooh, that's pretty. Is that a synapse? Construct.
Construct. I can't throw a synapse. I got weak arms.
Oh my God, the boss is on the chat. Everybody,
Oh.
pay attention. Look professional.
Aaron's here? Oh man.
Yeah.
Shout
You're
out
gonna do-
Aaron. Let me take a
We
moment
are
to just
talking
say
about
thank you
this.
and shout out Aaron Wilmot. He's a fantastic leader. Like his creative vision is like part of why we're all here. And in real life, he's just an all around like super stand up guy. Having to, with having to choose the team, like it kind of puts each of us, well, I guess speaking for myself, it's a lot of pressure and it's a lot of stress. And, you got to make a lot of people that you know and really enjoy as humans disappointed, for all the ones that you get to make their day. There's a lot of people who, this won't be the best day for them. And that sucks. But, I think what I'm trying to say is that with somebody like Aaron at the helm, it kind of makes it all worthwhile knowing that what we're doing is actually like for the right reasons and is going to make a difference out here. So shout out Aaron. Thanks, buddy.
Love it.
No, that's
Let's
definitely
do
great.
the
I feel
talk
like
now.
it's always important to like shine a light on those messages, especially when a boss man comes in here and we need to know, like, we're getting rare discs, but TSA is amazing. I'll say that promotional plug for you guys. You can use that voiceover in an ad or something.
Now we're on our best behavior. The laughing stops. Like,
I know, it's just
Right.
Because we got all the love. We don't always have to laugh.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
like
That's true.
TSA.
TSA is good. But back to rare disc, guys. What is it? Is it code Jammers in the Rough for 15%
Like just
off?
jammers. Just
I think
Oh,
just
jammers?
jammers. Just jammers.
So if you guys go to Rare Air and use
Yeah.
Jammers, you'll get 10% off, maybe 15% off. I can't remember. So Alex, if you're in chat, give that code out there. I'm not sure if you're tuning in tonight, but they
I'm
do
right here.
great
Is it
things
just
and they
scammers?
just Jammers.
Yeah.
Just
the word jammers.
Like what you wear to bed.
Yeah.
Isn't
What
that
you're wearing right
James?
now?
The jammers. It's a tracksuit. Leave me alone.
It's a business suit.
Canadian business.
Dude,
No,
I got
that's
like
denim. That's denim.
100% bamboo jammers,
No,
and
that's
I'll never change.
that's the Canadian
Never change.
tuxedos denim.
Exactly.
Denim,
That's all
denim.
All right, so
Oh, I love
Jerry,
Alex. I just
you're
named
on.
3. We gotta go to the next
They've
team.
all done 3
okay,
so
that's
far.
three. That's 3. All right, well, so
Come
we'll
on,
do it. We'll do the
Josh,
4th.
learn to
I'm
count.
sorry. 1, 2.
Gosh.
I'll
Lurch
do
can't
another.
read. I can't count.
I'll do another. From the serene landscapes of Ojai Ventura County, California, 2023 stone for the team. This sentence is jumbled on purpose, but it's probably
What's
not funny.
happening right now?
Anyway, Tanner Crothers. Tanner's great. Runs a YouTube channel called TSA Disc Golf. Fantastic guy. Fantastic ambassador, not only for the game of disc golf, but for ThoughtSpace Athletics as a brand. Another one of those people who just has absolutely been going above and beyond, earning it literally every single day. So it's awesome to be able to welcome him as well. He actually, you know what? I'm going to stop myself before I say that. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be public knowledge, but Tanner, if you're watching, you know what I was going to say. And congratulations for 2 reasons: making the team and for the other one, man. Thank you.
Ooh, congratulations on that. I don't know, whatever that mystery thing is. Obviously, it's well earned, deserved, or rewarded.
Heck yeah.
Go
And lots
Tanner.
of work went into it.
It's true. Very much true.
All right, so that puts it back in my court for round 4. I'm going to save the best for last. I'm going to pick one of my favorite math holes from Massachusetts. This guy is a good buddy of mine. He used to run the social media for a little shop called Disc Golf 978. They parted ways last year, and he started to do his own thing. And this guy absolutely kills social media with the posts, the videos, the TikTok, the dancing, all that stuff.
Lawson.
Were you flossing
whatever.
or having a seizure? What was that?
I don't know. I'm too old.
That's a 7-foot boogaloo.
I'm too old for TikTok, so I really don't know what the kids call it now. I passed him up last year, and I felt really bad because I wanted to add him, but we excluded New England, so I kind of made it up to him a little bit this year. And I really think this kid is going to bring just a new fire and passion to the team this year. So with my 4th pick for the East Coast, I'd like to welcome Adam Abruzzi.
Heck
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
East Coast.
My turn.
It is.
All right. So this is a guy that I have been watching for almost a year since I became an ambassador. I met him on the course in Kamloops, BC, and he is just repping TSA all the way through. He is, to me, the epitome of elevate your game. His name is Matt Swanston from Mission, BC. And I say he's the epitome because he is, I watched him on a card and he is so positive. He's upbeat. Even when throws aren't going his way, he still finds a way to be very positive and uplifting on that card. But like also he drove to be on an A-tier tournament, crush his round out. And when his round was done, he went back inside, grabbed a volunteer jacket, and went back out to volunteer flagging out on the course for that. So, I mean, he just represents it all the way through. And I am super, super proud to have him on the team. But he also hits something that really warms my heart and has always been a big part of my life. Being from Saskatchewan, his whole goal is to start getting courses developed on First Nations reservations, which I just want to see that. Being from Canada, being Métis, being part of, being Cree, I think it's so important to see that. So I am so honored to have him on the Canadian TSA team.
Heck yeah.
That's quite cool.
That's awesome.
Say, got a 9-hole course
Jinx.
on my res. Super
That's a
excited about
jinx.
that.
You guys aren't allowed to talk. This is my podcast now.
I don't bring much to it anyways. Let's be honest.
Oh,
All right.
On that note, Cody, I want to apologize to you live on the air for the alleged bullying, cyberbullying on the Facebook post. Bullying is something that I absolutely abhor, which is not adore, but the opposite. So I just wanted to, in front of everybody here, say I'm sorry and I love you and you're a better person than I am.
Well, that's a bold
Oh
face.
no.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll let you. Like,
Yeah.
Cody's been booted from a couple of groups. He's had a few negative feedbacks. I'm just saying,
I have
Cody's
no
not
negative
the best.
feedback. Thank you.
I'll
What
write one. I'll
happened?
write one.
None. Oh, I said the word waffle. No, raffle.
Oh.
Oh,
I-
no. Can't do
I've
that.
never-
So he got
I've
booted.
never done one.
Oh.
And I was like, what are you talking about? And then boom, he's like,
Waffle.
sorry, you're gone. And I was like, oh no,
Oh no.
I can't buy any more discs.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's a terrible human being who deserves to be bullied. That's just Cody. That's why we have him on here.
See,
Hey,
Alex,
what would we do without Detective Daddy Narc?
Have
Remember
a
that.
functional podcast.
That's probably true. You guys would probably be much better off.
How else would you display this though?
Huh?
You need your Vanna White though. Who else would display this?
Just,
True.
That's all they have me for.
I mean, he has like every disc in his collection.
We're just holding things up.
Yeah, apparently.
I think that's what we're doing. I'll hold on.
Everybody grab something.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Could be.
As
Yeah.
Lurch, we saw that.
Yeah.
I was hoping one of you like held up a stamp we weren't supposed to see and be like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, so we're gonna get a little suspense for the last ones.
Yeah, we
so
should like talk about some other stuff in between, so like
Yeah.
we don't lose half the viewership once we're all finished.
I like that.
I will say, like, TSA is making huge strides. They had Maria taking down Goat Hill. They have James Proctor that's just shredding Vegas right now and has jumped onto it. So, is there a secret to why TSA is starting the season off hot with their new signings?
I mean, the signings, you see the people are the right people. The
Yeah.
plastic is the right plastic. There's magic in the discs, there's magic in the people. I for one am not even a little surprised to see, since they're here, that they're absolutely crushing.
No, I think it was like big with like Vegas because like the whole lead card all switched bag sponsors this year, and I'm not surprised to see a TSA in there as well because you're right, definitely great plastic, but it's, to be honest, I think the first time probably that I can remember that we've had a full lead card of newly signed individuals to sponsors, so that's always
Yeah, it's
kind of
fun to
cool.
watch. It's nice to
It's
see
all
that.
chemistry. It's perfect.
Yeah, it all works out. It's nice seeing them like rip that TSA disc with the TSA hoodie. Maria's out there killing it today. They got that
Killing
new
it is
disc.
right.
Got the new disc drop today. Signature disc. Love
Mhm.
it.
Does somebody have one
Yeah,
that you
I
could
have
show?
one. Yeah.
I would say, look at that.
Look at
So
these.
it's got like a clock on it. It seems like a very like Alice in Wonderland type vibe.
Doesn't
Got
it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's that vibe. The mushrooms, the stairs, the butterflies.
I love the colors, like the triple foil stamps.
Yeah, one of the
Mm.
things when I was looking at I was looking at all the stamp variations. I think the one that Jerry had up, the red, gold, and black, I think
Mhm.
for that stamp, it looks, to me, it highlights that stamp the best.
I have a
Really
lot of
cool,
those
man.
ones. Look at this one. Like this
I
one's
want a
another
bright
one.
one, like a bright pink one, like a watermelon colored one. That's
I don't have bright ones. I just have really ugly ones for the wife. Like I have like this brown.
There's that
purple
Halo one. Show us the Halo.
The Halo one. Oh jeez, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, not
Ooh.
asking.
Ooh, I
See,
gotta
that's
turn
a
the chat off so I
watermelon.
can see the damn thing.
Look
I
at
want
that.
that one. Give me that
That's
So,
one.
like
beautiful.
this has like the rim kind of halo
Yeah.
effect, but it's all one like this. It's not like blown like a Halo one.
See, I
Has
like
anyone,
that because you can see it easily. Like, and I play in Maryland, so it's all dirt. So I can't play with like dark discs or I lose them all. So bright.
So come play in the snow with us Canadians.
I saw Alex's picture of his bright colored disc in snow. I was like, man, that looks kind of fun, actually.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, shout out my buddy Knowlton in Flagstaff, who did an absolute stunner of a dye job on that.
What
Heck
was
yeah.
that?
It's Aura Omen.
The Omen.
So has anyone thrown the constructs and can give me a difference between the flat and the domey? We got snowed in, so I've been dying to throw them, and they've just been sitting on my dash in my car. That's why I don't have them to flex, because otherwise
Well,
I'll
I'll
pick them
tell
down
you,
here.
it does like a nice like flex shot because I threw it and I slipped off the tee, and what would have caused a normal disc to be dirted, it just flipped up and it coasted all the way to the basket. And I just sat there like, how did that even happen? I'm like, so I need to slip more. Okay, gotcha. It was
There's magic
That's
in the
key.
disc.
Yeah.
I like how you
Releasing
said
that
dirty.
magic, huh, Jerry?
I should have
Dirty.
dirted it.
I don't even. That's the first time I've heard that term. Dirted it.
Okay, well, in Saskatchewan, we call it the Zimmer. We Zimmered it. It's a guy we know that will dirt right off the tee, and so he earned the name Zimmered.
But does he do well with that dirting?
With mulligans, yes. He's not watching, so I get to talk smack all day.
How does it compare to the Aura flippiness?
I find it flippy.
Oh, the Aura is a whole different animal. The Aura is like a pro mantra.
Yeah.
Just a little bit
So
faster,
tell the lay
same
people
kind of
what
flip.
that means. Thank you.
Same kind of flip.
So, like, the mantra is
Mantra.
9-6, -2-2. The construct is a bit faster. I'd call it like a 10-6, -2-2. So you're going to get the same kind of flight out of your hand where you're going to get the flip up and come back. But you're just going to need a little bit more power on it to get that suggested flight pattern, I guess.
Okay.
And this one's
that
a
make
lot
sense?
more overstable. This one's
Yes.
domier and more overstable. This one's flippier. I haven't thrown the new one yet, but
The new
we
ones,
got-
according to Paul from the warehouse, fly pretty much just like the ethereal ones. A
okay.
little bit break more, but that's about it. You're not going to see a big difference between the regular ethereal and the neb ethereal.
Shout out Tendo.
Yeah, shout out Nintendo for running the warehouse and keeping everything in check.
He's amazing.
He's a great man. And shout out to Chase for stamping everything. That guy is just a machine. He can crank out like 1,000 discs in a day. He just lines it right up and just done. Also, shout out to my man Tyler Peru for this like awesome hat from like my Secret Santa.
Wait, I just saw
Shout
him
out
in the
Tyler
chat.
Brew, indeed.
I just saw that
Oh.
name in the chat.
Tyler
Yeah, and I'm
Brewer,
trying to shout
yeah.
him out. I can take it off.
The OG of the Canadian team, man.
Oh, Canada.
Did you guys hear the new way they worded that at the last I forget where it was, but they sang "Oh Canada" and it was our home on native land. Loved it.
Oh, interesting.
Loved it. I think it's going to be the new thing, but I love it.
Kind of like
Sorry,
land
that might be
recognition.
Canadian stuff that you guys don't know.
Oh, that's-
but it was
no,
very
I love
I
it.
can honestly tell you I hadn't heard that, but that's cool that they have that they've said it.
Oh,
Well,
Chad's fucking hilarious.
Outside of tuning in to see,
well, we didn't swear first. That was John.
Damn it.
I almost made it.
I
You
mean,
almost
Josh is
did.
still an ambassador of TSA, so technically TSA cussed first still. I'm just.
Me and Paige win! We win, Paige!
won.
We win!
That's the loophole.
Well, if Chad could just calm down a bit, I wouldn't cuss.
Don't blame other people for your mistakes.
Exactly,
Joshua.
right? Have a little bit
I'm
of
sorry.
control, Josh. Just a little bit.
Take
We're on
ownership.
air.
I'll do my
Elevate
best.
yourself.
But as I say, there was a part of why everyone's tuning in. It's obviously the ambassador's announcements, but there was a giveaway that we're trying to highlight. Did you want to kind of shed some light on that and talk about what they have to do in order to potentially win a free disc?
Okay, so this is the one I'll be offering up to the Canadian peeps. So get your poutines and maple syrups ready. So pretty. All right, so here's the rules. I will have one. Lurch will have one. We're both doing a giveaway. Same rules for both.
Stone is not participating, apparently.
Hey, he sends love with both discs. didn't sound right, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, what?
Did
Can
not.
you enunciate that a little bit better in your microphone, please? There's children watching. Josh is cussing.
Josh
Jerry
swore.
I'm sorry.
Look,
It
I'm
works
just
out.
dirty, and you got to know that.
It works out. We got a
Alright.
Canadian disc and 2 guys, 1 disc. Got it.
2 guys, 1 disc.
I feel like I've seen a website like that.
That was good. That was good. That wasn't even mine. That was good. All right, here's the rules, people. So this is the construct giveaway. We want everyone to feel like an honorary ambassador. Okay, so we want to bring everyone into the fold. We want everyone to feel the same hype, feel the same love. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, first thing, you're gonna get your favorite TSA disc, and you're gonna take a picture of you holding it in the Thomas Gilbert pose. And if you don't know what that is, it's like that. Just like that. So take your favorite disc, go into the Thomas Gilbert pose, post it on your Facebook. I want you to tag me, Jerry Ann Brownbridge. I want you to tag the Jammers, and I want you to tag TSA. If you hit all that, your name will go into a draw, and 1 Canadian, 1 American will win a construct. Again, this is the one that I'm giving out to 1 lovely Canadian. So that the rules are, though, that has to happen tomorrow, Friday, February 24th. Do the Thomas Gilbert pose with your TSA disc and tag myself, Jammers, and TSA.
What if you have hands like the guy from like Scary Movie,
Look.
like tiny little?
Robert Short
Tiny
hands.
hands.
Yeah. I made the
I
mashed
have tiny
potatoes with
hands,
this one.
and I can do it.
Just
They're
hold it
little-
like this.
they're little guys.
I cannot
Like
wait to
it's-
see everyone do it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, let's show them love. Let's feel the vibe. Let's celebrate our ambassadors. Let's be honorary ambassadors. Let's celebrate our pros. It's like bringing all the TSA people into one pose. Let's do it.
Yeah, love it. And since we're getting nearish the top of the hour, we should do the drum roll last person. From
What if
each
Josh
section.
just like cut the feed right when he was like, and the last person to make it is boom, just cut the feed. People go
Just freeze.
bonkers,
Tune
Yeah.
in next week.
full of lurch, and just
All right, Alex, if you want to start us out with that final pick.
Sure.
uh-oh.
You ready? You guys ready?
The chat.
I'm ready.
With the 5th and final selection from the West and Central regions, some guy I bet you've never heard of named Paige Hurtado.
Oh, hey!
Huzzah, Paige!
I had no idea.
Paige has a podcast that nobody's probably ever seen. He does a ton of stuff out in the community.
This isn't his podcast.
He's
Her name sounds familiar.
featured as a guest on a podcast that you've probably never seen. His work in the community is, second to none. You guys are all getting to see him in his element, in his habitat. In his habitat right now, 5-time regional hopscotch champion. Paige, you're a hell of a guy, and you're a great fit for the squad. So welcome, homie.
Oh no! That's
Love it.
Thank you. That's actually really exciting. Yeah.
Now you
I
do
don't,
get a
I
team
don't know
feel.
what to say. I'm not going to say it. We're going to go to Lurch, and I'm going
So now you go
You're
down with the
watching.
TSA crew. Just saying. Cody
that's fine.
wins.
Cody wins. Oh, boo.
Yes.
Oh no, that's exciting. Awesome.
Can you give us a few words, buddy?
Yeah. No, I mean,
Speech.
to be honest, I think my application, I wrote a lot about kind of what Jerry was talking about, bringing disc golf to different tribes locally. So I do a lot of I'm a suicide prevention coordinator for a youth program. Well, I manage in the off run. So I did a suicide prevention camp last year. One of my goals is to build on that camp this year, as well as introducing like some of it to it. So I'm working with, I don't know if you guys know Tai. He's over at Select, which is one of our 9 tribes in Oregon. And so I'm working with him to try to get some disc golf clinics over there. Back home in Orange Springs, I'm working with one of my buddies to put in a 9-hole course back home. And just, I mean, sorry, I'm trying to ramble because I'm just like super pumped because I wasn't expecting this at all. I was like, you guys kept talking about interviews, and I was like, I was an interview. That means I'm not on the team. Oh man. So
And he probably put Greedo's shot first. I bet he did.
Oh, it's just like before or after the George Lucas cut. But so I'm absolutely pumped, but I'm all for growing in Indian country. And one of the things I've been looking for out of a sponsor is somebody that wanted to kind of back that vision with me so that we can start to do that, because I found not everybody shares the same vision as me. So I'm super excited that TSA actually shares that with me and something that we can kind of partner with and do forward. So I'm pumped.
Welcome
Yeah.
aboard, homie.
All right.
Paige is happy.
I'm happy now, guys. We're done.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna be
cut it.
blushing.
We don't need the other East Coast or Canadian. Paige is just going to end it.
We're done, guys.
I can do that. Let's
The
see
team
how
is
I do
officially filled. My head encompasses the whole Canada and East
Hey,
and
you're
West
wearing
Coast,
red and white. You match the flag.
right? Oh, Canada.
Paige, I'm very happy to say. Paige, I'm very happy to say that you did vote Han.
I thought I did. I thought that was a politically correct answer. It wasn't how I truly felt.
And he abbreviated his state.
Hey.
Hey,
I'm
I'll go
doing
next
everything
because I know Jerry's fifth pick, and I definitely want Jerry's to be the last because I know who it is. With my fifth and final pick, I saved the best to last because this is the Mainer, and a lot of applications came from Maine. A lot of good, very good people from Maine I wanted to pick, and I had to slim a lot of people down and put them all through the ringer. And this was one of the Mainers that definitely stuck out to me. He applied last year. He's been throwing TSA since the very, very beginning. He's had most of his bag actually is at TSA. He doesn't play a lot of tournaments. He is very big on the scene though. You always see him at league. You always see him around. He runs a league Wednesdays in Westbrook, I do believe. Maybe not. I might be confusing him with my buddy Miles Knight, but he is just a definition of a cool cat, a great guy, and he received a shitload of flack on the fan page for having a team stamp. But now it's official; they can own the team stamp. So I'd like to welcome, with my fifth and final pick for the East Coast, Chris Brunick,
Hey. I think that's
aka Brutan Clan.
Heck yeah, congrats.
And that's the team.
And Hey, there we go. All right, we're all done. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.
Join us next week for the final revealing of Canada.
All right. So should I tell you about the person, or should I tell you how I messed with the interview of this person?
Oh, you gotta mess with them. You gotta mess with them. You gotta let them know, boys.
Okay, so like you have to understand. Let's paint the picture. I saved this person for last in the interview. And when I was ready to go with the interview and I messaged them and said, hey, you ready to go? I get told, I'm watching Toy Story 3, so I might not be ready when you're ready, but let me know and I'll try and rush over to the interview.
Is that Toy Story just now released in Canada or something?
No. And so first part of the interview, I'm like, oh, so you have kids. No. I'm like, oh, so your new name is the Ginger Woody. So with that, I will introduce you the last Canadian of the TSA team, and it is Dale Semple.
Hey.
Yeah, Dale!
I see him on here a lot too.
Oh yeah. He's a true fan, honestly, of TSA through and through. Honestly, should have been on the team last year, but we had to cut him for me because I'm awesome. So he will be here this year. He's going to be crushing out the 2023 team. He does a lot for the community. He's like on the board. He's crushing it in MA1 with all the young bucks out there, showing that he belongs on the course. But honestly, he's on the team because everybody needs to have that ginger on the team. So, everyone needs a soulless ginger.
Isn't Dale the Facebook user that's always yelling at us because
Yeah.
it's Facebook user, not Dale? Okay.
Yeah. He
Yeah, that
yells
sounds
at
about
you
right.
even then he's Dale. So
Well, congratulations to Facebook user.
one more thing. Throughout his interview, he never once said anything. But I was doing an interview with this delicious cup here that I didn't know at the time until I took my first coffee sip, to which I realized. And I was like, oh no. But I'm like, it's Dale. I'm going to do it anyway.
Just giving him the
That's
ultimate
awesome.
thumbs up.
He
I
never
like it.
said anything. So, joke's
What?
on him.
Man,
He's Canadian. He's
I'm
too
here.
nice.
hell yeah.
He apologized to me.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dale's
Hmm.
fine.
Sorry.
Dale's fine.
Awesome. Dale's awesome. Honestly, he's a good time. He's going to fit that team
Maggie.
vibe perfectly. First.
Maggie.
Well-
Hi, Maggie.
Maggie.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
There's 15 people who are super duper happy right now, and there's a whole lot of others who are super disappointed. I want to thank everybody for the time that they took on these applications. A lot of it really tugged on the heartstrings that I have. A lot of you are out there doing incredible, real, fantastic things, like making a tangible impact and bringing our sport and our brand in a positive direction. I want to personally say thank you to each and every one of you, not just those who made this year, but to those who haven't. And I ask that you please don't give up, because we only get to pick 5 per year. That means people who are deserving and who have earned it are going to get passed over. I might cry. I'm just kidding. But that makes me really sad. No, it really makes me sad. So all of you there who have, not great feelings inside right now, number one, good job. You're doing it. Stick with it. Keep at it. And next year will be your year. Anybody who's on my side, I'm ready to have a conversation. I know kind of throughout the process, there was a little bit of emphasis placed on don't message us, and definitely appreciate that. But now that this year's application is kind of closed, if you want feedback, if you want to talk, reach out, and I'm ready to have that conversation with you. So I just want to say thank you, everybody. Everybody here is an ambassador in their own way, in their own right, in their own way, shape, or form. And I just really can't express the depths of my gratitude for having almost 500 people that we got to look through. It was amazing.
Can I say something off of Alex? He really hits the nail on the head. I looked through a lot of those applications, and God, I don't even know how you pick. It was so hard. And as I'm reading a lot of them, I remember saying to myself, man, these people deserve this spot over me. There's some amazing people out there, and I feel so honored. I feel so privileged that I was selected last year and brought back this year. But honestly, how do you pick people that you're looking at everyone and they all have spots on the team that are deserving? And maybe that's also why TSA is so special, is that we don't just pick everyone that applies, but we really have to filter people. And I mean, it was tough. I know I had to tell people, I'm sorry you didn't make the team. And I have friends from coast to coast, and they are all more deserving than me. And I wish we could have picked you all. I really wish we could have picked you all, but I mean, we were limited, and I mean, there's next year, so we don't want to lose any of the love. We want to keep it growing, and maybe next year will be your year. And just, we're sorry, so much love, but only 5 spots per team.
Lurch.
Make a joke.
Oh yeah, now
Fix
I'm
it.
hot right now.
Fix it.
I mean, shit. I mean, last year we had 300 people that applied. This year we were blown out of the water with 450 candidates. Yeah, I mean, like Alex said, we almost had 500 people apply for this. And when I originally talked to Wilmot about this, he said he agreed to 15 people. So with 3 captains, that's 5 people apiece, right? And how do you narrow down 450 people to 15? Right? Like you could say, okay, if you don't have a PDGA number, or if you only do 2 things of community service versus 3, maybe those people that do the 2 community service projects do it 20 times a year versus the people who run 3 clinics a year, maybe. And it's hard to tell that looking at a form and trying to narrow it down sometimes. Yes, we might have made a wrong decision or have overlooked some people, but it's the problem with so many people in trying to narrow it down. And it's nothing against the people who have been doing this for years and years that we've looked over for 1 or possibly 2 years now. There's nothing against you guys, but we're looking at people through a form, and when you look at people through a form, all you see is what's on paper, and we don't get to know the real people down out. This year, I reached out to mods of both the fan page and the BST page, and I tried to pull stats and numbers and see how people were so active on these pages as just another way to gauge activity. If you had a private social media versus a public, how many pictures you had, how many posts you had, things along that nature. It's really hard to judge people when you don't personally know them. So, if we looked you over this year, please do not take offense. Please do not burn your shit in a barrel with your Prodigy disc like for Gannon Burr this year or anything like that. We don't mean any hate about it. It's just that we are looking at a pinhole through an ocean-wide view. And it's really hard for us, and it's nothing against you guys whatsoever.
It's very well said.
Who's-
I mean, I can imagine how hard that would be to narrow.
It is. It's
down.
super hard, especially when, as for me, Alex probably feels the same way, and I bet Jerry too. Especially in Maine, our community, there are so many people who throw TSA, and there's so many people who reach out to me and PM me and try to introduce themselves or brown nose me and say, "Hey, man, if you ever need a caddy for next tournament." And it's great, like meeting all these
offer
people.
caddies?
No,
Oh my god, I didn't get offered that.
I mean, I'd take a caddy, but like if you're not my height, I have to bend over, and it's just more work for me anyway, But like people just reaching out to us and PMing us and trying to create that connection. I very much appreciate it, and it's very heartfelt. But like, there's so many fucking people. I don't know how to do it.
You just swore.
I didn't do it first though.
It doesn't matter.
I do want to say, like, we've talked in our past podcasts about this idea of intent, and when you bring intent to what you're doing for disc golf, how you're going about it, whether it's your game, your practice, or outside of the game of what you're trying to do to grow it. And I feel like when it comes to applications, like whatever you wrote in there was your intent for this year. Those goals shouldn't remain unchanged with or without the sponsor. And all I can tell you is, if that intent remains unchanged and you go out and do that and you go out and find a way, you go out and reach out and find some support that way, all that's going to do is make your application look stronger next year as well, and continue to kind of push forward with that, because that's what's going to continue to build that circle. And for me, I just wanted to kind of, because we have talked about that in our past episodes of Jammers in the Rough, about like when you're trying to kind of approach these things, it's like if you let this derail you, then it's really easy to do, and it's really easy to get like non-motivated and kind of segue away from it. But I think the great thing about this applications is you did a whole list of intent and something that with a little bit of backing that you could achieve and want to achieve. And so it's like, well, I'm sorry, like that backing wasn't there, but you can still go out and achieve that. And I'm pretty sure all these people on this podcast would want to like support and figure out a different way in which they can support that vision to come in true. And so that's kind of my 2 cents. But Lurch, you're going to say something? Sorry.
Oh no, I was trying to tell my dog to sit to give her a treat. But like to piggyback on your feed, like if you got passed over this year and you feel burned and you feel that a fire has been lit in your heart, don't get discouraged. Use that fire, use that passion, and double down and just make that fire that much bigger. Burn brighter and show me that you really want it next year. And honestly, I don't think 15 people next year is going to cut it. I think we need more. I think we need to really double down next year. And I really think we need to expand into new markets, new territories. And honestly, I'd really like to
Literally,
see.
territories.
That's your job.
Yeah, no. Sorry, Providence.
No, we have territories. We have 3 territories.
I thought it was a northern territory.
We have Northwest Territories, Yukon, and none of it.
What?
Yeah,
Was that last
not,
Geography.
none of it.
None of it.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, how much shit do you put up with? None of it.
None of it.
All right,
But no,
guys. Oh, go ahead.
I want to see next year a lot more people applications, and I want to see a bigger area. And honestly, I really want to see international next year. That's like my big thing. I've been trying to tell Aaron. I want to get into Mexico. I mean, Paul's down there doing great work now. We have a couple Swedes. I think we have a Finnish guy as well internationally. Yeah, and honestly, I spoke with a gentleman today. I really, really wanted him until I looked where he was located. He's actually in the service right now, and he's in a military base in Germany. Shout out Alex Worm. He does a military base tour, and I couldn't accept him because he's based in Europe. So I'm going to try to forward him to the European ambassador team, and I want to try to get groundwork laid out for Europe next year.
So
Heck yeah.
really what Lurch just said is funny because when I was going through all the applicants as well from the US and Canada, he stood out for me as well. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy has to be picked. He has to be picked. And I think I've told Lurch 3 times, you got to pick him. You got to pick him. And every time he said, doesn't live in the States. He doesn't live in the States. I'm like, damn it. I mean, like, can we all take a moment for him and say thank you for your service? Because I think I appreciate him. So
Thank you.
All right, final thoughts. It's like 10 o'clock my time, and I have to go to work tomorrow.
We got you.
Well, let's transition to our normal closing thoughts. I'll use those TSA.
Holy shit, Jerry!
Let's go.
What the hell is that thing?
Did I just
It's
see?
like is that a 5-gallon bucket you just drank out of? You're like, hold on, guys, don't worry about me.
I was thirsty, okay?
Jeez.
For those of you listening at home, let me paint a picture. Sorry I couldn't feature the moonshine glass on today's. I dropped it and it broke. For those of you at home, Jerry just very casually held up what I can only describe as a gas can and swigged from it.
It's a camping water jug.
Like I said,
Don't you guys
can.
camp?
That looks like a gas can.
No. Oh my God, you guys don't camp. Okay, I'm learning about you guys. You suck.
I can't.
Kind of disc golfers don't camp.
I can't,
We camp. We just don't carry
How
that.
do
Yeah,
you
I
wash your
drink out of
hands,
that.
brush your
I
teeth,
know.
do your dishes?
I got 2 of them. I got 2 of them, Jerry Ann. I got
Yeah,
2.
see? That's why Josh is the best.
No.
Heard it here first. And only.
No, we're not. We have Cody the worst. We're not going to do Josh the best.
Yeah,
that's
that's
just
no.
terrible. Now, come
The
on.
people have voted. People have voted.
Yeah.
So let's
All right, final
go
thoughts.
on to our closing thoughts. TSA, thank you for that. We'll jump over to Cody for your closing thoughts.
I mean, I'm gonna have to apply next year. I'm the only TSA-less dude here.
It sucks to be you. We're gonna
Yeah,
actually replace
cool
you with
with it.
Jerry. We're having a side conversation right now.
Where do you live, Cody?
Diversify. Huh?
Where do you live?
I'm Maryland, baby.
Shit, that's unlucky.
Yeah, I was to say it's because you didn't caddy for Lurch. You're like 6'6".
I am like 6'5". I am
Yeah, it's
tall.
like
I
he didn't
couldn't
have to
caddy
bend
for
over
Lurch.
with you, and
I
you
should
didn't
have been
You are
like
short. Are you really?
That's
6'6"?
adorable.
Yeah, I'm 6'5".
Oh, I thought you were 5'6".
No, good. Oh my gosh, I'm a midget.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with short guys?
I have like pre-cares that can run in between my legs. It's funny.
Are you the pre-K-er?
I'm the gym teacher. Yeah, I teach pre-K gym. I love it. Let's see. Final thoughts. Yeah, for the people that didn't get picked, don't be discouraged. Like some of the guys said on here, use it as inspiration. I mean, think about it. 500 people applied, and they can only pick 5 each. You know, it's a very low percentage if you're doing math here. So it doesn't mean you can't.
10%?
1%.
1%.
Yeah.
That's 1%. That's 1%.
Yeah, think about it. It's 1%. 5 out of 500 is 1%. Math.
I hope.
So think about other ways that you can help around your disc golf course or disc golf program. Just because you're not on Team TSA doesn't mean you cannot grow the sport. Doesn't mean you can't elevate yourself and elevate others. So find something you can do. Find something you can help with. Find a disc. Give a kid a disc. Give an adult a disc. Think about how you can make a positive impact on this sport. And it doesn't mean you have to be sponsored. So make that positive change.
And just because you're not sponsored doesn't mean you're not on Team TSA.
That's
We're
what I'm
all on
saying.
Team TSA.
It's a family. It's not a team. It's a family.
Family.
Everyone has a place.
All right. Josh?
Yeah. So for my final thoughts, I wanted to save it.
All right, let's save it for next week. So I'll take over my closing thoughts.
So I wanted to save it for this podcast, which it's kind of funny because Paige got put on the team, which I'm super excited about. But I already had this planned, and I had no idea that Paige was going on. But we had one slot left that I was saving for this podcast for our Jammers team, and I was waiting for him to come on the show. So I wanted to use this time to introduce Alex as a new person on our Jammers in the Rough team, and we're super excited to have him, and we're gonna do some awesome things together. So I just want to use my final thoughts to let everyone know that Alex is repping the Jammers.
There was
I see how it is. Alex lets Teddy on, and then you guys let Alex on. A little fucking.
There's an official trade. We're like, Jammers in the Rough and TSA were negotiating behind the scenes about this trade breaking down. They're like, you take Paige, we'll take Alex.
We're getting left out.
Quid pro quo, huh?
We're getting left out, man.
Well,
The colored people are being discriminated against. This is heightism.
I honestly had no idea, and I'm so excited for Paige, but I had no idea about it. So when it happened, I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, it's an official trade.
Uh-oh.
That's
Page's head is going to be even bigger. That's the only bad part about
already
this.
You should
Like,
close
yeah,
it.
I'm Team TSA. What's up?
You should close it out because my computer froze.
Congratulations, Alex. I'm happy
Jeez.
for you.
Clearly I have no words. Thank you.
It's hard, right?
Paige didn't want to put you on here. Me and Josh were like, yeah, definitely, he's a good guy. And Paige was like, he's all right.
I totally get it.
Happened.
I totally get it. Like, I do have a reputation for being the worst. No, this is huge. I appreciate this so much. Getting to know you guys has been fantastic. See you, Josh. He was done anyway.
He was
He
gone.
did
He didn't want to hear
Yeah.
you.
Josh was like, I didn't make the team. I'm out.
Yeah. Just so everybody knows, this is a really crazy, happy coincidence. Nobody apparently knew this was happening. So it's going to be a huge season. TSA is taking things to new heights. Clearly, Jammers is taking things to new heights. I can't wait to see where we go. It's incredible to be along for the ride. So Paige, Cody, Lesto, Josh, thank you so much.
Dead weight.
Is our new hashtag Elevate the Rough?
Come back. I'm come back. I did it.
Terrible.
Josh?
I know. It's so bad.
Josh, you're terrible.
Oh.
We have no
Yeah,
venom
it's
Are
going
you
on.
in your shed?
His she shed.
Yeah, I had a stroke.
Hey,
Sorry about
whatever.
that,
Guys.
times.
I can't. I
Told
don't
it's
feel
gonna
like
happen.
Okay.
All right.
Hashtag Elevate the Rough.
Elevate the
Hashtag
Rough.
Josh needs internet.
Josh is out of the loop on
And
that.
why
one.
does
He has no
camera
idea.
change? Now it's like face level. It was
I
like
know. 'Cause I
MySpace
switched
angle. Now it's face level.
I just
It's
switched
all blurry
computers.
too. Not even
I
high
know.
quality. You're making our production just go down a
Yeah,
bit.
you can't even do this live next week because you're
Look,
terrible.
now you're going to see me.
Aw,
Forget
I
me.
liked it. Let's
All
see
right.
your pretty
Oh,
guys.
Jerry Ann, don't know.
All right, guys, let me transition to my closing thoughts. First of all, for all you TSA people tuning in, I'm going to need some discs. Definitely some Pathfinders, some Praxi, some Vodum, some Constructs. The Domi, the better. And then that fifth spot, I got to figure out exactly what I want. I know I love the Animus, so that's probably going to slot right back in. I got a little one over there on the shelf. So shoot me a PM because I need some discs now. Other than that, I love having you guys on. It flows super quickly. hour goes by. We're going a little bit long, so I do apologize for going longer, but I am looking forward to having you all back again in the future. Definitely coming and talking TSA as we start to kind of unfurl on the year. Also, yeah, just super excited to be a part of the team. I don't know, I'm still all flabbergasted. So thanks you all to tuning in. I do want to kick it to our sponsors real quick of our show. Josh, are you gonna pull up our sponsor? Are you not?
Well, you can't.
I can't. You just gotta say them because I can't right now.
All right. Well, right now we're gonna shout out Black Vinyl Discs. We try to highlight one individual sponsor a week. That way, I don't have to just go through the whole mouthful of sponsors. So, Mike Kemp, he admins a couple of Discmania groups. He's a amazing resource. If you guys are looking for some badass dies, Black Vinyl Discs are where you're at. So hit up Mike Kemp, tell him Paige sent you, and maybe he'll hook you up. So with that, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Keep jamming it in the rough. We'll see you next week, guys.
Stay